Good morning, dear students. Yog, Sania, Laxman, Nidhu, Pramanshu, and Niraj. So, this few of you have turned up, waiting for some more to join so that I can begin the lecture. It's a new poem lesson today. There's a drama, and this is the last lesson of your syllabus. So, be very careful, and it's a bit difficult in terms of language. So, hopefully, if you remain connected with me for the entire session, you shall be able to understand. Okay, so let's begin. Waiting for some more to join. Today's lesson is the proposal. If you have the textbook with you, we can open it. So we shall begin the last lesson of your syllabus, that is the proposal. Okay, good morning, dear. So today's lesson, dear students, Srash, good morning. So today's lesson is the proposal. Okay, so dear students, the proposal has several meanings, but in the context of this lesson, it is the act of asking someone's hand in marriage. This is the proposal. Okay, so today we shall first come to know about a Russian wedding. Okay, how is the wedding performed in Russia, and what are the you know rules and formalities that every Russian bride and groom has to follow for the wedding. Okay, so it's very interesting. It's quite different from Indian customs. We shall find it out. It's very interesting, and it's written by Anton Chekhov. He is a very famous Russian short story writer and dramatist. He is very famous. Okay, Russian writer. His name is Anton Chekhov. So today we are going to first learn about Russian wedding tradition. Okay, so Russian wedding tradition is something that we are going to learn today. Sania, can you hear me now clearly? Am I loud and clear now? Please let me know. Uh, am I loud and clear now? Can you hear me properly now? Sania, is the voice loud and clear now? Or anybody for that matter can answer me quickly. It's loud and clear now, right? Okay, okay, thank you. So let's begin. So, what is a Russian wedding all about? Let's find out. Do you know anything about a Russian marriage ceremony? Read this article about a Russian wedding. Preparations for a Russian wedding. So, what are the preparations? First, we'll come to know about the preparation. A Russian wedding is very simple. The planning only includes arranging for rings, bride's dress, cards, and reception. Okay, these are the parts of uh, planning actually. Okay, so what are the components of marriage? You got to arrange for the rings, bride's dress, cards, and reception. Earlier, the bride's family paid for the reception, but nowadays, brides and groom's families usually share expenses. Okay, for reception, nowadays, brides and groom's families share their respective expenses. A Russian wedding lasts for 2 days. A Russian wedding lasts for 2 days. Some weddings last as long as a week. Some weddings last as long as a week, and the occasion becomes something to remember for years. Okay, so usually Russian wedding lasts for 2 days, and some cases it might last for a week also, and the occasion becomes something to remember for years. It's a very remarkable occasion in everyone's life in Russia. The necessary part of the wedding ceremony is a wedding procession of several cars. Okay, wedding. The what is the necessary part of the ceremony is the procession of several cards, okay, one after the other. The best friends of the groom or bride meet before the wedding a few times, make posters, write speeches, and organize contests. So, dear students, you can see CC activities also come in marriages. Okay, so you can see, you can read here, the best friends of the groom or bride, they meet before the wedding a few times, okay, and they make posters about the marriage, about bride, groom, and all these customs. Make posters, write speeches, and then organize contests also, okay. So different types of games are also played. When the groom arrives to fetch the bride for the registration, he has to fight to get her. That is very interesting. That's really very interesting. Mm, that's really very interesting. What they do is, like when the groom arrives to fetch the bride for the registration, he has to fight to get her. What kind of fight? Let's find out. Russians usually live in apartments in tall buildings, and the groom has to climb several stairs to reach his bride. So, the bride is kept hidden somewhere, in top floors, okay, and then the uh, groom has to walk through the stairs and find out where his bride is. But at each landing, say for from ground floor to first floor, after reaching first floor, and then after reaching second floor, each landing he must answer a question to be allowed to go up, okay. So he will be asked several questions, but he has to answer a question, okay. He has to answer a question correctly to be able to go to second floor, okay. The bride's friends ask difficult questions, sometimes about the bride, sometimes just difficult riddles, and groom must answer with the help of his friends. And the groom is supposed to answer, or the groom must answer with the help of his friends. With the help of his friends, the groom can take the help of his friends to answer the question, okay. For example, he may be shown a few photos of baby girls, and he must say which one his bride is, okay. So that's just one example is given here. The bride's childhood pics are shown to the groom, and he has to identify which one is his uh, bride. So, like this, some difficult questions, different types of questions, difficult questions are asked to the groom at every landing, and then if he has to answer with the help of his friends, and if he is not able to answer, then he has to pay some money, okay, for going to the next floor, okay. If he guesses wrong, he must pay cash to move ahead, okay. If he is not able to answer correctly, then he has to pay the cash to be able to move ahead. After the marriage registration, the newly married couple leaves the guests for a tour of the city sites. Okay, after the registration is over, the newly married couple leaves the guests for a tour of the city sites. Okay, city sites, sightseeing, for sightseeing, they go outside in the city. After 2 or 3 hours of the city tour, the couple arrives at the reception. Again, after 2 or 3 hours of the city tour, they return to the reception. The couple sits at a specially arranged table with their family, friends, and invited guests. The reception starts with toasts to the couple. Okay, so what is how does the reception start? The reception starts with toasts. What is the meaning of toast? Let's find out. Toast means, dear students, an occasion at which a group of people wish somebody happiness, success, etc., by drinking a glass of wine, etc., at the same time. Okay, so it's an social occasion when group of people wish someone say here in the context of marriage, wish the bride and groom all happiness and success by drinking while drinking a cup of glass of wine. Okay, so that is toast actually in the context of Russian ceremony marriage here. The reception starts with toasts to the couple. A wedding toast is a custom. Here it is explained. A wedding toast is a custom. It is a rule or it's a tradition where a close friend or relative of the groom or the bride says a few words. Close relative who will wish good luck or success. Close friend or relative of the either the groom or the bride says a few words to wish the couple. Then everyone raises their glass of wine and drink it up at the same moment. The groom is then asked to kiss the bride. After a few toasts, people start eating and drinking and generally have fun. After some time, the bride gets stolen. The bride is again stolen. She disappears. And when the groom starts looking for her, he is asked to pay a fee. Wow, so nice. See, you can see here, after toast ceremony is over, what happens? The bride is stolen by the groom's, friends. Okay, and the groom is asked to uh, pay for a fee. Usually it is his friends who steal the bride, and then there are the bride's friends, they steal the bride's shoe. And after this is over, bride's friends will steal the bride's shoe. The groom must pay money for the shoe also. The guests enjoy watching these tussle and continue partying. Okay, so the guests are the spectators of such contests, such traditions, such games, and they also enjoy party at the same time. So, dear students, it's very interesting Russian wedding. Okay, don't you feel so? It's very interesting, and it is quite different from Indian tradition of marriage. Okay, you must have come to know today. It's quite different and it's very interesting also. Okay, so now let's move on to the story part. But before we go to start our story, let's read something about what the story is all about. The proposal, originally, it is titled A Marriage Proposal. Originally, the name of this play was A Marriage Proposal, but later on, the writer has revised it to The Proposal only. The Proposal is a one act play. It's a one act play. It's a sort of a skit type. Okay, it's a play. One act play means short plays. Okay, one act play. Play means drama. It's a one act drama. See, dear students, the difference between play and drama is normally a bigger piece of writing. Okay, a drama consists of 4 to 5 acts, and you know they are synonymous, of course. And one act play is very popular because they are short in length. Okay, they are short in length, and with the help of short play, the dramatist can also convey the message to the spectators. Therefore, one act play has become very much popular. Okay, popular, and this is an example of one act play. Okay, it is a farce. Farce means what, dear students? You see, farce means a funny play for the theater, full of ridiculous things. Okay, it's a funny play actually. Farce means a funny play where there is a lot of laughter and ridicule by the Russian short story writer and dramatist Anton Chekhov. Anton Chekhov was a short story writer and dramatist from Russia. He was a very what Rabindranath Tagore in India is. Anton Chekhov in Russia, okay, has the same status as Rabindranath Tagore in India. Anton Chekhov is very famous and popular writer all over the world, of course, but in Russia he is a national writer. Okay, it was written in 1888, 1889. Okay, the play is about the tendency of wealthy families to seek ties with other wealthy families to increase their estates by encouraging marriages that make good economic sense. So this was the tradition actually in Russia. What used to happen, dear students? Earlier in Russian society, like one wealthy family, the rich family used to uh, go for the marriage with another rich family so that they can together extend their business. Okay, they can make a tie up with one another and they can extend their business. Therefore wealthy families used to make an alliance with one another so as to increase their estates. Also estate means their land, increase their estates and also increase their business. Okay, because land business, as you know, is a very rich business. Okay, so a land business they used to combine and they used to indulge in or involve themselves in land business, and this is how it is to make good economic sense. That is why two wealthy families um, is to go for the marriage alliance. Okay, in Russia. Now about this lesson, let us read something. Even Lomov, a long-time wealthy neighbor of Stephen Chubukov, also wealthy, Stephen Chubukov as well as Ivan Lomov, both are very, very wealthy neighbors, comes to seek. So who comes to seek? Ivan Lomov. Ivan Lomov seek the hand of Chubukov's 25-year-old daughter, Natalia. So Natalia, to seek the hand of Natalia, to propose for the marriage to Natalia, who comes? Ivan Lomov comes to the house of Chubukov. Okay, it's the father of Natalia. All three are quarrelsome people and they quarrel over petty issues. Okay, they quarrel over very small issues. The proposal is in danger of being forgotten amidst all this quarreling. Okay, the proposal is in danger of being forgotten because they have indulged themselves in small quarrels. But good economic good sense ensures that the proposal is made. After all, although the quarreling perhaps continues. Okay, but from the business point of view, it is a good proposal, it's a good marriage. Therefore quarreling has taken a back seat. They are not considering, or they shall not consider, the quarreling factor between them. The marriage will go ahead because there is a good prospect of mutual growth and development in the business. Therefore the marriage will go on. Okay, next, see the characters here. Stephen Stevantek Chubukov is a landowner. Natalia Stevanova is his daughter, 25-year-old daughter of Stephen Chubukov. Okay, and even Vasilevich Lomov is a neighbor of Chubukov, a large and hearty but very suspicious landowner. Okay, he is also a very suspicious. He is a neighbor of Chubukov, um, a large and hearty, of course, but little bit suspicious landowner. Let's find out the the thing you see here: a drawing room in Chubukov's house. A drawing room in Chubukov's house. Okay, so a drawing room in Chubukov's house. What is there? Let's find out. Chubukov's house. Lomov enters. Okay, so Lomov comes to the house of Chubukov's. Okay, Chubukov. And as you know, Chubukov has a daughter by the name of Natalia. Okay, so Lomov enters wearing a dress jacket and white gloves. Chubukov rises to meet him. Chubukov says, "My dear fellow, whom do I see?" Ivan Vasilevich. Ivan Vasilevich, the name of Lomov. "I am extremely glad." Squeezes his hand. "Now this is a surprise, my darling. How are you?" Okay. When Lomov enters the house of Chubukov greets him very, very nicely and ask his well-being also, asking him, how are you? Lomov says, thank you, and how may you be getting on? How are you going on with life? Chubukov says, we just get along somehow, my angel. Chubukov addresses Lomov as his angel. Thanks to your prayers and so on. Sit down, please do. Now you know you should not forget all about your neighbors, my darling. My dear fellow, why are you so formal in your get-up? Okay, why have you put on such a formal dress? Evening dress, gloves, and so on. Can you be going anywhere, my treasure? So Chubukov, the father of Natalia, is very, very hearty and cordial with Lomov. Okay, because Lomov, maybe he has also some plan. He may have some liking for Lomov, and he might have thought about his daughter's marriage with Lomov, or he might have some good impression about Lomov. That is why he is talking about talking to Lomov in this manner, in a very hearty and cordial manner. Lomov says, "No, I have come only to see you, honored Stephen Stevanovich." Then why are you in the evening dress, my precious? As if you are paying a New Year's Eve visit. Okay. Normally, what happens during a New Year's Eve visit, like 31st December visit? What happens? People wear the formal dress. Okay, and you have come in the same manner today in our house. So, what is the matter? Why have you put on such a formal dress? Lomov says, well, you see, it's like this. Takes his arm. I have come to you, honored Stevan Stevanovich, to trouble you with a request. I have come to request you about something. Not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help, and you have always, so to speak, he says, not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help, and you have always helped me. I must ask your pardon. I am getting excited. I shall drink some water. Honored Stephen Stepanovich. Lomov hasn't yet said the purpose for which he has come to Chubukov. Let's find out. He drinks water. Chubukov aside, he is not together, and now he has kept himself aside somewhere in the corner, might be, and he's talking to himself. Chubukov is talking to himself. I think Lomov has come to borrow my money. Shan't give him any. Okay, I shall not give him any money. And then he says aloud so that Lomov listens, hears, what is it, my beauty? What is the matter for which you have come to meet me today and in such a formal wear? Please let me know quickly. Lomov says, you see, honored Stevenich, I beg pardon, Stephen Honorage. I mean, I'm awfully excited, as you will please notice. In short, you alone can help me, though I don't deserve it, of course, and haven't any right to count on your assistance. So Lomov says, I beg pardon. mm, I mean, I'm very much excited, as you can see me, as you can notice me. In short, I have come here to seek your help. I, I know that I do not deserve it, but still, it is a desire, it's a wish. So I think I can count on your help. Means I think I can get your help. Chubukov says, "Oh, don't go round and round it, darling. Spit it out." Then Chubuk says, please do not go round and round. Just speak it out. Okay? Just let me know what it is all about. Lomov, one moment, this very minute, I am going to tell you. This very minute, I am going to tell you. Please wait for a moment. The fact is, I have come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stevanovna, in marriage. I have come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stevanovna, in marriage. Okay, this is the reason as to why, this is the reason as to why I have come here. Okay, then see, this is Lomov and this is the father of Natalia. Okay, Chubukov joyfully, by Jove, Ivan Vasilovich, say it again. I didn't hear it all. Lomov says, I have the honor to ask. I have the honor to ask the hand of your daughter. Will you please give me approval to marry your daughter? Chubukov now interrupts him. My dear fellow, I am so glad, and so on. Yes, indeed, and all that sort of thing. Embraces and kisses Lomov. Okay, out of excitement, Chubukov embraces, hugs, and kisses Lomov. I've been hoping for it for a long time. It's been my continual desire. I've been hoping it for a long time. It's been my continual desire. So, what does it say? Here, Chubukov had also nurtured this desire in his mind for the marriage of Lomov with his daughter Natalia. That is why he has become very much excited, sheds a tear also. Okay, and I have always loved you, my angel, as if you were my own son. Okay, so Lomov, the groom himself has come with the proposal for proposal for the daughter of Chubukov, his neighbors. Okay, neighbor. May God give you both his help and his love and so on and so much hope. What am I behaving in this idiotic way for? I am off my balance with joy. Okay, he has become so happy. Then he says, I am off my balance with joy, absolutely off my balance. Oh, with all my soul, I will go and call Nathasa and all that. Now I shall go and call Nathasa to come and meet you. Lomov, greatly moved, honored Steven Stevanovich. Do you think I may count on our consent? Do you think I may count on her consent? Will she give me consent? Why, of course, my darling. And as if she won't consent, she is in love. Egard. Egard means, dear students, Egard is an exclamation sign, actually, expressing surprise. So, whenever Lomov said, do you think I may count on her consent? Then he became surprised. She's in love. Of course, she's like a lovesick cat, and so on. She's so much desire of getting love, and so on. So, shan't be long. So she will definitely agree to your proposal. This is what he says. Chubukov says to Lomov. Lomov, it's cold. I'm trembling all over, just as if I'd got an examination before me. Okay, Lomov said, it's cold, and I'm also trembling out of nervousness. I'm trembling all over. He said that, like, of course, it's out of cold. He's trembling, and he's saying, ki, I'm trembling as if my exam is there. Okay, before me, like before the examination, people become very much nervous. No? Likewise, he's saying, ki, it's cold. I'm trembling all over, just as if I got an examination before me. The great thing is I must have my mind made up. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, to look for an ideal or for real love, then I will never get married. Okay, he said that I should not get nervous. Okay, because uh, like I should not because I have reached my marriageable age. I shall not get anybody else. Okay, if I become very much choosy with the marriage, she is a good match for me, and I should immediately agree to marry her. This is what he is thinking. Lomov is thinking. It's cold. Natalia Stevanovna is an excellent housekeeper. She's an excellent housekeeper, excellent, homemaker, you can say. Not bad looking, also well educated. What more do I want? But I'm getting a noise in my ears from excitement. He drinks. He says, it's impossible for me not to marry. I have to marry her, Natalia, only. Because I have some disease also. I've got some problem also. So I cannot be choosy, and I cannot afford to get delay my marriage also. Okay, why? Because he's already 35 years old. In the first place, I am already 35, a critical age, so to speak for marriage. Is a critical stage. Okay, it's almost late. That is why I've got to marry now. I cannot delay my marriage. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. Okay, I should lead a very quiet and regular, comfortable life. So she is a very ideal woman for me. I suffer from palpitations. I have some nerve problem. I am excitable and always getting awful upset. I become nervous, okay, very quickly. At this very moment, my lips are trembling. There is a twitch in my right eyebrow also. Right eyebrow is also twitching. Okay, so I have some nerve issue. So I cannot afford to delay my marriage. Okay, but the very worst of all is the way I sleep. The way I sleep is the worst part of my character. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head. I jump up like a lunatic. Lunatic means I'm crazy fellow. Walk about a bit and lie down again. But as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there is another pull, and this may happen 20 times. Okay, so he said, I have got some nerve issue. Whenever I go to bed, I have got a problem. Okay, there's a pull I feel, and then again I get up, I jump like a lunatic, and again I walk a little bit here and there, and then again I sleep. But as soon as I was about to get sleep, again there's a pull. So he might have some nerve issue, okay, from which he is suffering, which he is thinking about himself, which he is thinking. So he said that I should not get delayed, I should get married immediately. Otherwise, if I grow more old, then it will be difficult for me to get married. Natalia Stevanovna now enters. Natalia Stevanovna now comes in. Okay, so what she says very quickly, dear students, Natalia says, well, there it's you, and Papa said, go, there's a merchant come for his goods. How do you do, Ivan Vasilovich? Then, how do you do, honored Natalia Stevanovna? You must excuse my apron and neglige. Neglige means, dear students, it's a form of nightgown, okay? So Natalia says, we are shelling peas for drying, okay? We are shelling peas for drying. Okay, like peas, you might have seen, no? From market we get peas. This is the right time for getting peas from the market. So taking the peas out of the shelf, okay, that is shelling peas actually. And she's saying, I am doing some domestic work, that is why my dress is not so good. Okay, my dress is just informal dress, so please excuse my apron and neglige. Okay, we are shelling peas for drying. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Sit down, they said themselves. Won't you have some lunch? No, thank you. I have already some already. I have had some already. Then Natalia, then smoke. Here are the matches. The weather is splendid now, but yesterday it was so wet that the workmen didn't do anything all day. How much hay have you stacked? Natalia is asking. How much hay have you stacked already? Just think, I felt greedy and had a whole field cart. She said that my paddy field, almost I cut everything. All the hays are stacked, and now I am not at all pleased about it because I am afraid my hay may rot. Okay, I have collected the hays very much together. I should not have done it. I should have done it in installments. Okay, but I have cut my field all together, and now I have stacked my hay already, so they might rot. That is what I am worried for. I ought to have waited a bit. But what's this? Why you are in evening dress? Well, I never. Are you going to a ball or something? Means a party or somewhere for which you have put on an evening gown? So formal dress. Though I must say you look better. Tell me, why are you got up like that? Lomov said, excited. You see, honored Natalia, The fact is, I have made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Of course, you will be surprised and perhaps even angry, but aside, it's awfully cold. Okay, he's awfully cold, so he might have nerve issue and all, so he's a bit worried. Natalia, what's the matter? Well, I shall try to be brief. You must know, honored Natalia Stevanovna, that I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. My late aunt and her husband, from whom, as you know, I inherited my land, always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. The Lomovs and the Chubukovs have always had the most friendly, and I might almost say the most affectionate regard for each other. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your birch woods. Okay, so dear students, now uh, Lomov is not directly proposing her. Lomov will first give introduction and then will try to bring about some interest in his interaction with Natalia, and then gradually when Natalia will get interest in his story, then gradually he will break the issue, okay, of his proposal to Natalia. Okay, so he will do it gradually. Okay, so dear students, I've got another class lined up in just 5 minutes time, therefore I've got to take leave of you. So please do be present with me in my next two classes, because I require another two classes to complete this chapter. Okay, so please do be with me, please be with me on my next subsequent classes and two classes. And dear students, one more thing I'd like to tell you, I have already written notes about dragon, the custard. Okay, the custard, the dragon. So you please update your English notebook, write down from my website and let me know. I shall share the link with you today. After your live classes get over, I shall send you link. So Niraj, you please let me know what time does your live class get over every day. What time does your live class get over? I mean to say, all the classes, what time does it get over? So that I can send you the link of this poem. You please write down on your English notebook, you update your English notebook whenever I send you the link for the poem. I have already updated the Custard the Dragon chapter, so I'm going to send you the link. So I think by 1 o'clock, if I send, it's okay for you. Okay, so by 1 o'clock, I shall send you the link. You please start writing the answers on your notebook. Okay, Niraj, you said 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock only. Who teaches you till that time? 4 o'clock. How come? Um, okay, so I shall send you at 1 o'clock. So you please, at your convenience, you please write down on your English notebook the answers from my website. Okay, so thank you, dear students. Bye bye, take care, and have a great day.